All right, and hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Game 2 of the first match in Round 5. Neutral Chaotic, our number 2 in the LIG versus ducK, number 1 in the LIG. Steven, take over for a bit. I gotta sneeze.
Well, last game we saw an epic battle that actually ended with Josh, NeutralKotic, taking out Matt in the first real legit loss that ducK has suffered in the LIG.
Don't sell yourself short on that one, Steven. Just because he was cheesing you.
Well, I was choosing him, but that was truly epic. We had two 200 supply armies going at each other,
Yeah,
and
and in fact, Josh got to a second 200 supply army
mhm,
towards the end of the game. That was truly one of the most high-level games the LIG has yet witnessed.
that was too good for our league. We probably
Yeah,
should kick them out.
we may have to promote them out of the LIG. It was interesting though, because all we've ever seen from ducK, pretty much when he's not messing around, is the Spanishiwa opening.
He
And
actually just canceled his.
oh, he was doing reactor
Uh,
trick.
huh?
He was doing his extractor trick
Oh,
to
okay.
avoid being supply, getting extra. Yeah, we're really high-level commentators too. By the
Oh, I didn't
way.
know. I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, you make a building, cancel it, so you can have an extra drone for a little while.
I think
In
Matt's
any
about to go for
case,
his Benishi build. He's going back to what he is
yeah, his
used.
as I was trying to say, ducK did not do his regular Spanishiwa style. He got much earlier gas, much earlier Zerglings, much earlier Roaches. But it looks like he is returning to that, his old staple on Shakira's Plateau,
Meanwhile, Josh is going for a Forge Fast Expand.
which is my personal favorite way to open on this map. It's just because at the very least, they got to cross that through that middle area because of this chasm.
And Josh does find Matt finally.
Yep, so they are in the sort of near position, and so it'll be interesting to see if either player decides to take advantage of this back path here. We actually haven't seen much of that in the LIG, despite playing on this map pretty frequently. I think all we've
Someone
ever...
likes to rush Void Rays.
This is a fantastic map for Void Ray Rush. I would not be surprised to see Josh doing that, because that is a fantastic strategy. And anyways, all we've ever really seen on this map is, let's see, with the Terrans, it's mostly just tanks positioning, which this map is fantastic for as well due to the numerous ramps
And
and
high
the
ground.
choke point with these trees, which are very tactical in their own right. And from Protoss, we see air units. Though we had one game where there was DT rush, I think.
Yeah, and we had one game where no, it wasn't this map. This is the map where Matt tried to cheese me.
No,
Josh is
this
killing his own pylon.
apparently he was not happy with that pylon. Oh, it may be
Matt,
blocking his Nexus.
oh, that
I
is it. Actually, that might be it.
I am not sure at all.
I think you're correct.
And it looks like Josh is going to go. I think that's a complete wall off. Usually
Yes,
I ask
pylon
ducK
was
because
blocking
I am
it.
a horrible judge of that. The pylon was blocking the Nexus.
That is a complete wall off. You are
He
correct.
guarantees ducK's LOL upon watching the replay. So it looks like both players are just bunkering down. We're seeing the regular Spanishiwa spine crawlers. And we get the complete wall with cannons. So I'm thinking Void Rays because he doesn't even have a probe anywhere outside the base, I believe. So he can't, he can warp outside, but he can't get Immortals out or anything.
All right, and Matt was denied a scout next to the cannon, but he does know Josh's Forge fast expanding. So we'll see what his reaction is to that.
TMLIG, right on. I like the way you think, Click. And let's see how we're doing on harvesters. Everyone's all tied up, but Josh is getting gas. If he was Void Ray rushing, I would think early second gas would be pretty important. So maybe I misread that one.
I don't think Josh is likes to cheese, but Matt is getting his third.
Void Ray rush is not cheesing. That is a valid strategy, and I'm offended because I've probably won half my games doing that.
Brian would disagree.
Of course, the
Our
Terran would.
resident Aaron.
Anyways, we have yeah, as you said, ducK is getting his third. I wouldn't be surprised to see a fast fourth actually on this map since he knows Josh is bunkering down. He probably has that freedom. And
Matt is this last game we mentioned that Matt did not spread his creep, but he is definitely on top of it this game.
he started to in the last game, just a lot later than we usually see that going.
What?
And we have a single Zealot and a single Stalker coming out. Warp Gate is a little over halfway done. No one's doing anything too interesting here. We're not seeing the same early aggression from ducK, which isn't too surprising considering how that played out.
Actually, watching NeutralKotic play, I'm wondering if he's considering going for High Templar drops, which he always says he loves to do, but I've only ever seen him do it once.
Oh, we are seeing the second and third gateway and fourth gateway going down. So, you know, I guess I have to take back my statement about not being a gateway army this time. And I guess I'm showing off my lack of strategic thinking. Meanwhile,
Well,
ducK
your
is...
idea of going the backdoor route would be Matt has prepared for that. He's dropped an Overlord right on top of that, so
Oh,
he'll
yeah.
know if Josh comes knocking that way.
Absolutely. And that's not at all surprising from Matt. He always is very aggressive with his Overlord placing. He's not afraid to lose one or two of those in exchange for some information. We have the Roach Warren back here. We have double Evolution Chamber. And,
Speaking of which, Josh is floating so many minerals, I'm surprised he's not getting his own upgrades.
you know, I think he might be saving up so he can just do some mass warp-ins, too.
He is turning his gateways into warp gates, and he's also putting down a Twilight Council. I think I just called this. I feel like he's going for a High Templar drop.
I'm very impressed with your strategic thinking there, Steven. I wish I had matched that. And it looks like our Stalker spawned on the wrong side of the gateway, unfortunately, as well as the Sentry. Though you're going to need more than one Sentry to consistently block this ramp.
Matt has definitely remembered to. He's definitely felt last time his economy suffered thanks to too few drones, so this time he is definitely in the lead.
Oh yeah, he's got an eight harvester advantage, which he doubly needs because he has 3 bases as opposed to 2, and he is.
There we go.
Leading.
Josh is. Sorry, go ahead.
I wasn't saying anything interesting. And we have roaches coming in, and an overseer. Looks like ducK does not like being spied on.
But Josh does not have a robo facility, so he has no observers on the field.
Yeah, well, you got to change from game to game. And the overseer is actually going to come sneaking in. He's going to take a look around, and he's probably going to get knifeful of everything. Now, the Twilight Council is a little bit out of the way.
Nope, he's going to see that too.
Yep, and he is just going to... Yep, he sees everything. And the Stalkers are coming in. Fly overseer. And
nope.
It's dead. So it actually didn't see the cybernetics core, though I would assume he could infer that. That is the one bit of information that he did
Templar
not
Archives.
get.
Woohoo!
And
we
the
are
Templar
definitely
Archives.
Going to see some Side Storm.
Yeah, actually he was about to place it until he saw the overseer, and then he stopped his probe, trying to conceal a little bit. But we see spore crawlers and spine crawlers going down in the minerals. I think Matt is anticipating drops. And I said earlier, Matt got out his first batch of roaches. They're chilling on this ramp.
Josh has decided to take precautionary measures and put cannons in his mineral line.
He's actually also getting charged. You know what I'm thinking now? Charge lot Archon.
Ooh.
Which is,
although typically Protoss go dark Templar if they're going to do that, since it's not as gas heavy.
This is very true, and but I think Josh also loves having high Templars. So I think the plan is high Templar, storm until they're out of energy, Archon, charge lots.
That would be...
Because he's not getting blink, so there's no way he's getting these stalkers out of his base in the near future.
Side Storm is not as effective against roaches as it is against Zerglings, but...
I don't know what's going on. And we see a crap load more gateways going down. Oh, he already has blink. Thank you,
yeah,
Protoss.
he researched it a while ago.
I am displaying my slight fever at the moment. By the way, everyone excuse my sniffling over here.
Josh has 8 total gateways about to be finished.
And we have 4 High Templar coming in.
Oh, as Matt? Nope, never mind. I thought that was an expansion, but it's just a crap ton of roaches.
Yep, and ducK is looking for that third. He sees it's not there. I'm not sure if the plan here now is to be aggressive or just keep macroing up and get that economy advantage in place. We see the Spires about to finish. I bet we see some...
Josh could totally drop on Matt's base, his main base,
But we've been talking about drops, and I feel kind of silly, but he doesn't have a robotics facility, so he
Yeah,
cannot
you're
make
right.
more prisms.
That would be kind of important. Okay.
So
Matt,
again, I'm not sure how he's gonna get these high Templars out of the base. And ducK is moving up with his roaches. Where's the force field? Push them back, make them
it was
lose
just
their.
1 century. I was.
And
Oh,
there's
there we
some
go.
storms. Oh, I love those storms.
Oh,
ducK takes a pretty good hit.
oh, and Josh almost storms himself. That must have been a
Ooh.
mistake.
This building here was what, a forge, I think?
It was a forge, yeah.
And so he'll have to remake one of those. And he also has 3 gateways now that are not warped.
And I don't know if this is going to be important, but Josh was researching Ground Armor 1, and he did not finish it before it was destroyed.
We'll see. We also now see 2 Archons on the field. Like I said, get off the storms and then merge. And,
Gosh, double
if
forges.
ducK's going to go for a heavy ground army, which it looks like he is because he's researching melee attacks, the Archons could be pretty important. And we have double forge coming in now. I think Josh realizes he has a load of money again and needs to offload that on some research.
Well, both of them are floating so much money.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, the the number one thing we've seen change in the LIG, everyone is macro has like
Oh,
gotten
yeah,
about a
improved.
billion times better.
Josh
And
is getting his third. Matt's getting his fourth.
and these two exemplify that more than anybody. And this big army versus this mass of roaches. Oh god, I'm lagging a little bit. Everyone excuse the already choppy video. The army supply is slightly in ducK's favor, but again, we see a more diverse army on Josh's part, which I think gives him a slight advantage in this matchup.
And Josh is getting his armor +1 and weapons +2, so very shortly.
And they're
Oh,
actually Josh has the advantage in harvesters right now, despite the fact that ducK's on 3.
Josh is putting down
Though they both have plenty for this many bases.
6 pylons at his, eight pylons at his.
Oh my god, we're gonna see another maxed out army, aren't we? We're already in 160s for Josh and 150s for Matt.
Man, will we have it any other way from these two?
Apparently not. According to their own remarks following game 1, that was a fairly typical game for them, and now I'm starting to think I need to practice a lot more.
I'm just thinking we should just concede rank 1 and 2 to them and just go for
Everyone's competing for third. That sounds like a plan. And
Josh got 6 High Templar in this army, 2 Archons,
35 Zealots.
Zealots.
Called the Charge Lot Archon mix.
He does have Charge and Stalkers. This is a frighteningly powerful army. I think Josh is going to take out these rocks.
Right now, ducK has
moves
94 Zerglings. And he
That's
is
the
taking
wipe.
them on a run. And these guys are causing my game to lag a little bit. And my Bandicam, which is already fairly laggy, will only get more so. And ducK's moving his massive amounts of Zerglings. His roaches are coming up behind, up the left. Josh, meanwhile, has his army completely out of position to deal with this. If ducK were to rush in, and here he goes. Is he going to stop to take out these buildings? No, he's going straight for the mineral line.
Josh is in a lot of trouble.
Oh, and all those probes have nowhere to go. There's just a billion Zerglings. Holy crap, that's terrifying. Josh's army is moving forward. The roaches actually pulled back. I think maybe those Zerglings were just kind of a suicide force, but they have just demolished this expansion.
Nick, you are slowing down the game.
Oh, man, I already lowered my graphics once today. I don't know what else I could do about that. Tell these guys to not be making 200 supply army would be nice. And the Zerglings predictably get destroyed by these
but
Zealot
that
stalkers.
attack for itself.
If you're going to throw away 94 Zerglings, that was a good way to do it on that nice suicide run. If the roaches had come up in there and had kept stationed by the ramp, I think they could have picked off a good bit of this army as it came up.
I think you're right. I wonder what Josh's plan is right now. He did take out the rocks leading up to the back door, and he could.
Oh, in the meantime, Josh got a robotics facility. I think that happened a little while ago. And he has an observer on the way.
Alright, Josh is moving into the creep, so Matt sees all of this happening.
Yep, and it looks like he's gonna...
Oh, the roaches are going to...
And the roaches are moving in.
Right, and Storm is coming. An Ultralisk. There's an Ultralisk.
Ultralisk gone. We have not been watching Matt's macro in the meantime. And actually, Josh got rid of all his Archons, or all his Templar. They're now all Archons.
That is smart art. Oh, there are so many Archons.
Oh my
There are
gosh, and we
9
have 90
Archons.
Zerglings on the way. Ground armor 3, melee attack 3, ground armor 2 for the Protoss, a greater spire. What?
Although Josh has fared very well so far, but I can't help but think that his economy is just going to get crushed by Matt's.
And that timing when he lost his natural was probably the worst it could be. That was like right after he mined out his main. So that
Mm-hmm.
was his main source of income, and all those probes got destroyed. Let's see, he lost 69 workers. No, that's
All
the
right,
current
Josh
supply.
has rebuilt
He
his
lost 36
natural.
workers. 69 would be a little bit too much. The observer sees this horde of Ultralists.
Oh god, and Matt runs in again. Oh,
Oh,
this is
another 90 odd Zerglings. The cannon wall off is slightly ineffective due to the just incredible number. And Josh is attempting to warp in some charge lots to deal with these, which they will, but man, these Zerglings are getting a lot of free shots.
well, actually,
Oh, and
Josh
then
has.
while Josh is working on that, he moves. ducK moves in with his Ultralisk. Unfortunately, he can only fight with 2 at a time in this position. And
Well, when the Archon is. Oh, Archon went down.
you know
I
what?
think this.
This game
Actually, no, Josh
is,
has a very sizable army. He could definitely repel this. Matt
yeah.
is not moving his Ultralist, which is a shame because.
I think that pylon placement actually worked out really well because the Ultralisk couldn't fit. And
Oh,
there's
and
some
there's Storm.
storms. Uh, kind of caught some of the Zealots a little bit, but on the whole, not bad. The Archons cannot get into the fight. He needs to blink these Stalkers behind him.
Yeah, the Stalker's just getting taken down, but the Archons will do so much damage to this army.
And you know, Josh is doing a great job fighting this off, but with Matt on 4 bases, pumping at nearly full speed, and 30 more roaches are on the way. And
Josh,
this game
no
is
money.
just insanity itself. And yeah, I think my computer is just rebelling about how ridiculous this is.
Josh's army is gone. He has no money. Matt is about to crush him with these roaches.
And then see the army supply is 70 to 17 roach ball, as Click coins it, though I guess that's not terribly many. But that's going to be enough to shut down the third, which is Josh's only income. And there's the GG. Another fantastic game from these guys. I am stoked for game 3.